Oh.
Ah!
Ready, set, go!
This is off to a great start.
Oh yes, come on. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing our Spider-Man Far From Home review. I'm very excited to talk about this movie because I really liked it. I just want to get that out of the way. If I say anything that people disagree with or whatever, I really enjoyed this film. The first thing I got asked when I did my reaction initially was how does it rank for me with other Spider-Man films? And that's a really hard question because I grew up on the Tobey Maguire ones.
Yeah.
And they have a special place in my heart. But this is easily the best live-action Spider-Man.
Yes. Tobey Maguire was a great older Peter Parker, like a grown, like
a man.
Perfect. Yes,
If
literally.
you could call Peter Parker a man.
Yeah.
He's a little guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's by far, I mean, I don't even know if by far, but I definitely think that it's the best, like, live-action Spider-Man. I think Spider-Verse still holds the #1 for the Spider-Man movie just because it was so unique and what it did was unprecedented, but that's a whole other video. So yes, I love this movie. Let's talk about it. First things first, did the door just open? Okay. The movie opens and it's with the Iron Spider, which I thought was great because it means that this is right after Endgame. We're jumping right back into things. We're with ya.
No confusion. They were very clear about everything. I was like,
yeah. And I was like, ha, Marvel was sneaky.
Literally.
They changed his costume in the trailer.
They were so smart. So smart. Oh my gosh.
They know how to play. They know how to play it. And then of course we get Happy in May, right in the beginning. We're happy in May. Oh, yikes! Okay.
This is the rated R version.
So anyway, I ship it. I
love their
May.
awkwardness. Like
it's so cute.
They're so
I'm
cute.
a sucker
oh
for romance, and I think that they would be really good together. So then we even get to see him go around the city. He talks to cops about, is he going to be the next Iron Man? I love that they showed him get really overwhelmed with all of the reporters, because he's just a kid. I think a lot of times we forget that he's, you're struggling. He's 16. He's just a little kid, and that's a lot of responsibility to think you have to take up the mantle of Tony Stark, which I don't think he should have to. I think that he should be Spider-Man. And
let him be himself.
Exactly. Use Tony as a role model. Step into what he's going to be, not necessarily what everybody wants him to be. We have May throwing a banana at him, and I loved that he didn't catch it because it showed that he was in his own world.
Yeah, literally.
It was just like,
he's still a
so
normal
real.
kid.
Yes. It was so funny, and then they had the Peter tingle. I thought that was so interesting. They didn't ever call it Spidey Sense.
No.
I'm wondering if they have the rights to that. Have they bought all of Sony? No.
No.
They have to.
So.
They have Spider-Man. They're making Spider-Man movies. They have to have the rights to it. I don't know. They never used Spidey Sense. I'm eager for them to get to that because
I like Peter Tingle though.
That's such like a parent thing to do to embarrass a kid. That's one thing they did really well in the movie was the relationships between all the characters. Everything was very real, very relatable, and I think John Watts did a great job directing this film and especially with the cinematography of it. I know that I'll get to later once we get through farther in the plot. There are some shots that I even noticed the first time I saw it. I was like, wow, that was really cool. So on the plane.
Okay, but first of all, just his whole giddiness, when he sees her and everything.
It's so cute.
Oh my god.
It's such a high school, middle school, awkward romance, and they did such a good job with it.
And I love how throughout the whole movie he just keeps talking about how he just wants to spend time with her. I'm like,
he just wants to spend time with her, maybe give her a kiss.
Yeah.
And he had this whole plan with this this flower necklace that he was gonna get her. I want someone to do that for me. That's precious. He was like, I have this plan and this is what I'm gonna do, and it was just, I love Peter Parker. Mr. Harrison is such an interesting character.
Tries.
Is he It's Harrington. It's Harrington.
Harrison?
Because Steve Harrington in Stranger Things It's a theory, but whatever, we won't go there. Does Peter have a perfume allergy? And then they all had to switch seats and nothing worked out the way you want. And if that's not how group trips go, I don't know how they do. Then we've got Brad, because they talked about the blip and the people who were like little when they were gone, and now they're just like people who are trying to steal your girl. And I was like, well, Brad, first off, go away.
Literally.
Because I'm obviously rooting for Peter Parker in this. And then, oh my gosh, Fury finds Peter because he was ghosting him.
Literally.
And he knocks out Ned, and then people keep knocking on the door. I thought that was really good. Fury, the way that they played Fury's character in this movie was awesome, because it was very much like he was at the end of his limit. Like, the respect and like his esteem seemed to have been stolen, which makes sense considering he was gone 5 years, and I thought that was interesting to watch him deal with that. Like when people kept knocking on the door, I thought that was hilarious.
It was so funny.
But everybody just wanted to see what was going on with them. It was cute. So then he needs a new suit, blah blah blah, and then Brad. This is one of my favorite things that happened in the movie. I just thought it was hilarious. Brad caught Peter in the shed. He walks into the shed and she goes, "Take off your clothes." I said, I would be traumatized, first off, as a 16-year-old kid with this stranger.
Even now, I'm like, I don't take my clothes off.
No, absolutely
Except
not.
for the shower.
They played it so well because he was so obviously uncomfortable, and it was so funny, and then Brad walked in and he took a picture.
I know, that was, what a turn.
Come on. That's just not cool.
No,
I don't
sir.
care who you are, what you're trying to play. That's dirty. Oh! Peter almost killed Brad.
Oh, the glasses.
Edith! Even dead, I'm the hero.
Oh my gosh, brilliant.
Such a Tony Stark
literally,
move.
oh my gosh.
But like, the fact that he said to the next Tony Stark, "I trust you." The one decision he never doubted was choosing Peter. So did I, because
we looked over it, we were like,
oh, because he doubted everything, but he did never doubt choosing Peter. And I mean, that's gotta make him feel good. I really liked the arc they gave. There was so much more depth to Spider-Man in this movie, and I really appreciated it, because they really, like, they showed you more of what he struggled with.
They didn't just show him as, like, the kid who's a nerd that's trying to be a hero, like...
Right, it wasn't just this nerdy kid living life, it was this person with real problems who's dealing with trying to juggle a social life and being a hero, which is always really interesting to watch, because a lot of our heroes don't have much else to do.
Yeah.
So it's like they have their life, which is being a hero, but Peter Parker is a high school student
who's trying to
hide
be everything, and it's just so
and
much.
Be an adventurer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot. I understand him just wanting to go on his trip. Like, I would be really frustrated if something like that happened. He had this plan and it completely got ruined. Let's talk about Mysterio, shall we? Because I called it. I just roll the tape, so I'm wondering if he's trying to present himself like
as
a good guy
but
to
he's actually people.
Because I know he's a villain. You're not playing me, Marvel. I said I knew he was going to be a villain. He's always a villain. And I said it was all smoke and mirrors. But the thing with Mysterio that always gets me is that they've always claimed that he is just smoke and mirrors. Like, it's not actually magic. They just play that everything is an optical illusion. Which makes me wonder if the water is an illusion or if the rock monster, and indeed it was. And I thought that was brilliantly played. Because, first off, he was very believable as an ally.
Oh.
Very believable as an ally. I loved the way Jake Gyllenhaal played, like, Quentin Beck. Oh my gosh.
Such a good job.
He was
such a good choice.
Good best friend. Yes, he was.
Such a good choice.
Because Jake Gyllenhaal plays crazy really well.
He does. He's so talented.
He does.
Oh
and when I know we both have this one scene that we like can't even get over. The one where Mysterio and Peter are in the bar together and they're talking to each other, and then Peter gives him Edith, which first off, I automatically went, panic!
I was so stressed. I'm like, no, this is no.
But that's a kid thing to do. You don't want the responsibility. You see someone who you think you can do it better.
He's someone who he looked up to, like he did with Tony, and thought it was someone that would like
someone to confide in. He just wanted somebody to confide in. He doesn't have anybody to talk to about the superhero stuff. But then he left the room and the things started disappearing, and I went, yes.
And all the subtle changes, like in his, and then all
you watch his face just curl up in a smile at the end, and he goes, that wasn't so hard. And then he goes, get this costume off me. And I said, oh yes, they've dropped it. Nothing is real. It's all special effects. And the fact that it was his illusion tech from, oh crap, what movie was it? Civil War?
Yeah.
Civil War, that Tony barfed. That was, wow. They had to have had
oh my gosh.
They had to have had that planned out so far in advance, because it worked so well. And I think pulling in that kind of stuff opens up a door to do all kinds of really neat visual things in filming in the movie, like the whole illusion scene where he tricked Peter when he met Fury.
Oh my gosh.
That was a roller coaster. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Because he would punch at him and he would hit cement.
Yeah.
Or he would like dive to save MJ.
It was done. And it wasn't.
Right! Because he posed
I was like,
himself as
okay, I
Fury.
can breathe. And then like everything just tensed back up again. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and then he got hit by a train. And how about Iron Man coming out of the grave? That was rude.
That was just cruel. Like no, that was so cruel.
I believe that Quentin Beck actually cared about Peter Parker and like liked him and didn't want to do that. But he really went all in.
In his own sick way,
Because it's easy to convince something of something when they don't even know who they are. And I was like, wow. Dang. And how about the snow globe being his helmet? Like it was just
that was really
so
cool.
creative. Ooh,
just like
all of the Spider-Men attacking him at once.
Oh gosh.
Spooky.
Terrifying.
They do such a good job with having something really, really intense happen and then lightning right away. Like he woke up in Norway and like
that
the guys were just like,
was so
hello. And I was like, wow. He's like, wow, you guys speak English really well. He goes, welcome to the Netherlands. I loved that the one person he felt like he could call was Happy.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope that continues to be a relationship that they use.
I really have enjoyed Happy's character arc.
Yes.
Like
Happy Hogan
so
is
much. I
OG.
adore him. Oh my goodness.
I really want him and May to be together.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. Tom Holland has to have studied. I'm sure I know he watched all the movies, but he had to have studied specific Iron Man scenes when he was like doing stuff with the visuals and building his
that
suits.
was so
because
cool.
when he built his own suit and like put his hand in there and like was flicking to spin things around, I know
exactly how Tony would do it.
Yeah.
And that's why Happy, the way he looked at him, he was like, yeah, this is...
And Peter was like, what? And Happy was like, nothing. And then he played Back in Black, right? They played that, and he said, oh, I love Led Zeppelin. And then the subtleties between MJ and Peter, I was here for, of course, their little kiss at the end. But before we talk about the end, we have to talk about that last battle. There was so much happening. Like the kids trying to get away and them being trapped in the crown jewels, and it was just the perfect scatter.
Yeah.
That
because there were so many different
worked.
Storylines like happening all within one thing, and it was just like
right, like you had Maria Hill and Fury, and then you had the teens with Happy and then you had him and Mysterio. Yeah. And him running at the projection was like, it's not real, it's not real. I was like, oh, that would be scary.
Yeah.
That would be so scary because those are the kind of things where even if you go to like Halloween Horror Nights, we know it's not real, but it's still
terrifying.
But that's one of the scenes I was talking about earlier that I thought was a really cool shot, is it looked like they would have strapped a camera to one of the drones. I don't think that's what they actually did, but that was what that shot looked like. And I thought that was really neat to follow like you were one of the drones. I liked that a lot.
Because you didn't get bored, because it was a long battle scene, but because they kept your interest, like, it was so well done.
When he picked up the, like, tower bridge sign and had that thing in his hand, I was like, he's got a shield and a hammer! Boom, boom! Avengers who? They had just a lot of little nuances in there that I really enjoyed. I think this was the perfect follow-up for Endgame.
Yeah.
I think that it was just intense enough, but it was also light enough. It was a great Spider-Man movie. I loved it. So anyway, it ends. They go back to New York and swing around, which is great. I heard a rumor that on the Stark Tower there was a sign that says, we can't wait for you to see what's coming. I didn't see it personally, but I would like to say again, I think Stark Tower is going to become the Baxter Building. I think that that's the perfect way to transition into maybe the Fantastic Four being some of the main heroes, plus they deal with the Skrull.
Yep. It would make sense.
End credit scene, guys. I think we're getting Secret Invasion. I know Marvel is presenting them like good guys, but I don't buy it.
Nope.
It's been 5 years. Things could have happened. They were talking about Fury said something about Kree sleeper cells, but it wasn't Fury. It was a Skrull.
Yep.
So I don't believe. I don't trust it, and I think
I wasn't prepared for that at all.
No.
Oh my gosh! I was like, where the heck did this? Like, there were no signs or anything
that
throughout the entire movie.
The only thing was the comment about the Kree, and even that's on brand for Fury because he is friends with Captain Marvel. Don't invoke her name. Yeah, I think we're getting Invasion Wars, guys. That's my prediction. I think it's going to be something along the lines of we're not going to know who's who, the Skrull are going to invade, and the Fantastic Four are going to have to take them out. But that's just general. I think, generally speaking, I think it's going to be something along those lines. Everybody knows he's Peter Parker! What?
That's such a crappy thing to do.
Like,
oh
really?
my gosh.
Really, Mysterio?
He's worked so hard to stay hidden, and now his whole cover has just been blown. And not only do people know, but people think that he's a bad guy.
Yes! I hate that. I really don't like that. I genuinely am upset that he made Spider-Man seem like a bad guy, because I don't want the public to be against him. He's just a sweet little boy.
Because Mysterio's dead, and so of course they're gonna go on the So of course they're gonna go on his side because they're like, oh, this is this man's last words.
Right? Like, why wouldn't we believe him? And Spider-Man's never really been super vocal about things, so he's not going to be able to.
For the name.
How is he going to do anything? I have no idea what's going to happen. But they brought in J.K. Simmons. Our theater, everybody screamed. Everybody yelled. I said, yes, J. Jonah Jameson! I want Spider-Man! And I just really appreciate that the Marvel Studios knows their audience. Mm-hmm. They know who they're catering to. They know what we want. And they actually are giving it to us, which is scary.
Which we deserve after
Endgame. They owe it to us. I really liked the movie. There was a lot of really neat things in it. And I think my prediction for the MCU future is something along the lines of Secret Wars. Or Secret Invasion, excuse me. My brother thought that we might be getting Secret Wars, which would be really cool. But because the Skrull have become such a main character, I have a feeling that it's going to be Invasion Wars. Secret Invasion. Gosh, there's so many different comic books. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate the support. I've loved sitting here talking about this. I just really enjoy talking about Marvel movies, and I'll keep doing it until you get sick of me, which I hope is not anytime soon. I love you 3,000 lovelies. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!
Excuses, babe, 'cause your mama raised you better than that.
I'm trapped!